Oh my goddess, we are back again. Another beautiful day. Today is Saturday, March 21st. I am so grateful for all of you for joining me. It's been now a week that I've been doing these Instagram lives every single day, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I'm super committed to just creating a high vibrational space for everyone to come and not be so worried and plagued by all of the voices that we hear around us. So I think a lot of us right now are having a hard time stepping into the light when there are so many things out there that we can be sad about, that, trigger fear and anxiety and angst within ourselves. And this is why I want to share with you that it's more important than ever before to step into the light. So right now we are, experiencing a grand global awakening. We are experiencing all of our collective shadows coming to surface. All of the deepest fears that we've ever had are coming to surface, whether it is fear of scarcity, of losing family, of dying alone, of whatever it is. It's shown up for you in the past week. So I just want to congratulate you for staying with the process and continuing to show up even when it's difficult, even when your triggers, your deepest, darkest fears are right in front of you and it feels so very real at this moment. I really want to commend you for continuing to stand in the light. I also want to share that you have no reason to feel guilty or hesitant around doing things that make you feel good right now. In fact, it is the most important job that you can do right now to anchor into your own light. So I've even received messages from people, how can you be dancing right now? How can you just be celebrating and this and that when there's so much pain and suffering in the world? I don't dance because I'm happy. I'm happy because I dance. Do you see the difference? I dance because there's pain and suffering in the world. I dance because it is an uncertain time. I dance because if I don't fucking dance, I won't be sane. So this is why we dance. We don't wait till everything in our lives are going well and then we dance. We dance so things become easier in our lives. Because guess what? This virus isn't the first time or the last time that you are going to be face to face with your shadows. This isn't the first time that there have been obstacles. This isn't the first time that we have felt unsure, uncertain about the future. It's just the first time that as a collective, it's all coming to surface right now. And this is why it is more important than ever before that we anchor into the light, whatever that means for you. For me, it has been dancing. For you, it might be breath work. For someone else, it could be yoga. It can be all of the above. One thing that I'm really committed to right now is just trying to find things that put a smile on my face. So for example, I'm wearing a fucking neon shirt right now. I just painted this 2 days ago. All just like bright colors that I normally don't paint with these colors. Notice the colors that you surround yourself by. That's a reflection of how you feel. So it's actually proven, scientifically proven, that when people are more depressed, they're drawn towards more blacks because it mimics how they're feeling inside. So if we want to feel better inside of us, we must surround ourselves by bright colors. So maybe this is the time that you bring out your neon jumpsuit or fanny pack, or you just dress up for the sake of it, not because you're going to a party or a club, but just for you. This is your invitation to maybe the next time, if you're going to a grocery store, pick up some flowers. Maybe this is the time that you put candles around your house, or you put on your makeup, or whatever it is that brings you into the light. But we need to do this. We need to commit this to ourselves, because if we don't anchor into the light, we're going to create a ripple effect of fear. And this ripple effect of fear is what is plaguing society right now. It's when someone is so fear-based and they fear vomit on you. I'm going to call it fear vomiting. Who's been fear vomited on in the past week or two? It's, oh my God, they're going to shut down this, and then the world's going to collapse, and there's going to be a tidal wave, and there's going to be a tsunami, and, blah, 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 and the world is going to end. And these people are genuinely in a place of uncertainty, and because of that, they don't know what to do with it, so they're trying to share it with as many people possible, thinking that it could protect them. Is there going to be an earthquake, tsunami, end of the world? I don't fucking know. But even if I knew, it wouldn't change anything, because I'm a fucking human here for the ride. So instead of our minds trying to figure everything out and warn people of these things that none of us can even control, let's focus on what we can control, which is our state, which is how we show up every single day, which is our practice. And then instead, when that person comes and fear vomits on us and shares all of the things that they're afraid of and uncertain about and all of their hesitations and anxieties, we show up, I see you. I see that could be a possibility, and I understand your fear. And I'm not choosing that to be my story. And here's all the good going in the world. The skies in China are more clear than ever before. Yes, people are dying. And like I shared this yesterday, an estimated 150 to 200,000 more people in China will live because of the lack of pollution that has happened from the factories being shut down. So yes, coronavirus did kill people. And 10x, 50x, the amount of people are saved from the lack of pollution from it. So again, I'm not trying to say that this virus doesn't exist and there's nothing to be afraid of. Yes, there is fear, but there's always been fear. So are we going to choose right now to make that fear our entire reality, or are we going to choose to dance with the fears? We are on a planet of dualism. Duality has always existed since the beginning of time. This is not the first time. So yes, we could die at any day. And guess what? Coronavirus wasn't the first reminder of it. You could have died walking outside your house, getting hit by a car. An asteroid can come and destroy the Earth. There's so many things that could happen. But do I spend my life focusing on that? Or do I spend my life focusing on what makes me feel good? So this is why I really wanted to remind this to people, because I know a lot of you listening right now are the people who are anchored into the life, are the people who are the sun workers. I share this on my latest podcast, episode 269 of Highest Self Podcast. Be sure to listen to that after this. I have it in my link in bio, the first thing right up there. But we are called to be sun workers right now. We are called to be radiant expressions of the sun, because right now, our community, our family, our friends are going to be looking at us. Our kids are going to be looking at us, and how are we dealing with this situation? And just like when you have a conversation with someone who fear vomits on you, when you have a conversation with someone that's like, we're good, we're protected, we are supported, there's nothing to be afraid of. Earth is protecting and it's healing itself. This is the global cause we've been waiting for. There's nothing to fear. In fact, this is our greatest initiation into our highest selves. How does that make you feel? It gives you a sigh of relief. It gives you a feeling that everything's going to be okay. It gives you a feeling that, you know what, my fears are not serving me. And then you take that to the next person you talk to, and they take it to the next person they talk to. And before you know it, from you going into your dance and into your practice and raising your vibration up, you just created a ripple effect to every single person that you have met. So it is so important for us right now to remember that we are sun workers, to remember to tap into the light, to remember that this is why we incarnated on this planet. We've been talking about the awakening for a minute. We've been calling the awakening, and now that it's here, why are we complaining? The awakening is here. This is the moment we've been waiting for. This is all of the meditation and yoga and breath work and blah, blah, blah has been preparing us for this. So let's step up into it. Let's not back away. Yes, there are going to be times that you have fear. Yes, there are people dying. Yes, the economy is at a worst place ever. And this has happened to us before. And what happened after the Great Depression? We had the roaring 20s, Now this generation is the soaring 20s. I don't like seeing those memes saying, 2020 sucks, we want to go back to 2019. No, bitch. This is the beginning of our greatest awakening. We had to peel off the Band-Aid for us to heal the scab that has been underneath society this whole time, the scab that we haven't looked at, the scab of inequality and lack of justice and the whole student loan and debt system and high interest rates on mortgages and all of the things right now that are collapsing that we're afraid of, that we were complaining of before. So do you see how everything is happening for us, not to us? Do you see that? Please share it with us. And for those of you who are saying, I don't like that a lot of innocent people are dying for this awakening, we have to remember that, first of all, they're not dying for this awakening. No, there's no punishment out there. This is a very, in a lot of religions, they try to have a punishing God. No one is trying to punish us here. Death is a part of reality. Every single person watching this right now is going to die one day. We're all going to die. Maybe this is an awakening for us to stop being so afraid of death, to start remembering that every single day we show up in the way that we show up, and we dance and we sing and we paint and we create and we write, because we only have a certain amount of time. My husband was just sharing this with me yesterday. Would you show up the same way you would every day if you were never going to die? I really thought about it, probably not. So instead of us being like, why are people dying? This isn't fair. We are being punished. That's the victimhood. That's the victimhood saying, why are you doing this to me? When it is we. There is no separation. We've created all reality, including this reality. So not only is this happening for us, but it's happening through us. And what that means happening through us is we all played a part in what is happening today. Every single time we said, I have no time to do, the things I love to do. I have no time to figure out my dharma. I have no time to get creative. I have no time to cook at home. I have no time with my kids. I have no time with my family. I have no time to decorate my closet. I have no time to just simply watch Netflix. I have no time. Anyone? Was anyone putting that mantra out into the world? Think about 7 billion of us were. So if all we do and say, why can't we be at home? Why can't we be at home? Why can't we be at home? Okay, guess what? Now we have this opportunity to be at home. So are we going to use it for those very things that we were wishing upon? Or are we going to complain and say, no fair. I wanted to go to the restaurant every single night. No fair. I wanted to go to the bar. I wanted to go here. We're doing this for our greater good. We have to remember it's not a sacrifice, but it's an opportunity to be able to let our healthcare professionals do their thing, not overwhelm them, and for each of us to take this opportunity to anchor deeper into our light. So what is that light going to be like for you? Because I see a lot of people on my posts complaining about things they don't like. I see a lot of people complaining, you know what, well, things are just gonna go back exactly the way they are. This is just how humans are. Humans are just fucking parasites. Things are gonna go back exactly how they are. The sky's gonna get polluted again. Everyone's gonna become consumeristic again. Nothing's gonna change. What are you doing about it? What is your collective role? How are you showing up? I'm showing up every single day on this sharing with you. How are you showing up? Until you fully show up doing everything you can do in your power to obliterate the cause that you are complaining about, you have no right to complain about it. Because there are people out there every single day helping in however they can help, from a nurse to an author, to a healthcare practitioner, to a mom. There are so many people out there. This is the call for people out there to be showing up in their way. So we don't need any more trolls on the internet sitting and complaining, well, things aren't gonna change for me. No fair. Is that really what this awakening is going to be? In fact, this experience of the quarantine, of coronavirus, is going to continue as long as we don't learn this lesson. So if you guys want to learn from this lesson, if you guys want to get life moving back in the way that you want to move in a better way than it ever has been before, then this is your time to get involved. And I know there's a lot to process. And I know the news is constantly changing. Trust me, I have very close friends and family members affected by the virus. I am not speaking from a place of disassociation from it. I'm not speaking from a place of not being affected by it. I am just as affected as you, as anyone else. And this is why I'm choosing to remain in the light. This is why I'm choosing to remain positive about it. This is why I am choosing to share as much as I can, because maybe if there's someone else out there like me who sometimes is crying before I sleep and wakes up and says, what can I do today to bring myself back into the light? I don't wake up like this, and I'm not talking about how I look, because I don't look great. I'm talking about my energy. I bring my energy up. People are like, how is she so energetic? How is she so passionate? How is she so this? I get myself there. As Abraham Hicks says, I choose a better thought. Maybe I'm having a huge shadow aspect about losing everyone in my family, or losing my business, or losing this, or losing that. And then I come back to choosing a better thought. How can I, from this place of complete fear and anxiety, get to a place of neutrality? And then from that place of neutrality, how can I just get energy moving in my body, just get out of my mind for a second? And then from having this place of more energy in my body, I naturally want to speak and create and be of the light. So just as Nellie's World says, yes, it is a constant journey and a constant choice. So are you choosing to stay in the shadows and the despair where you will be surrounded by billions of people? That's where most people are at. And this journey is going to continue as long as people stay there. But if you are watching this, if you are part of the awakening, it is important for us to know that it starts with us, that each of us has a role in this. Whether you are affecting the people that you text message, or you right after this go on a live and you share what's coming through for you, or you just send a really nice email to everyone, or you work with your clients on whatever it is that they need. We all have a role on this. So with that, I really want to share, because I feel like there's like some misconception that like, oh, if you're positive about this, then you're oblivious of the situation. And I really want this to show you that if you're positive about this, you are so aware of the depths of the situation. And the depths of the situation are that fear is the most contagious and dangerous virus that is out there. Fear is actually what is making our immune systems weak. We can talk about elderberry, we can talk about vitamin C, but if you're scared shitless, it's not gonna work. You know, a lot of scientists are saying it's a matter of all of us eventually being exposed to this virus, just like we're all exposed to the flu, or we're all exposed to the chickenpox. We're all going to be exposed to it, most likely, according to scientists right now, at some point. However, the difference is we have strong immune systems. We can anchor into the light. Your vibration is your strongest form of protection. Yes, I'm not saying be dumb. I'm not saying eat junk food and think you're high vibe, because your food affects your vibe. I'm saying take care of yourself, sleep, self-quarantine right now so we don't overwhelm people. Yes, there are people who are immunocompromised. Yes, there are people who need extra help. Yes, that is true. And for the majority of us out there who will be able to overcome this virus, let's focus on making our bodies, our immune systems, even better at overcoming it. So maybe we don't even feel it. Maybe it doesn't even turn into a cough for us, because that's going to be more energy we can use to help raise other people up, right? We're all firefighters in this situation, but you're not going to be able to save other people's lives when you're burning yourself. So stay in the light, stay anchored to the force field. Don't let other people's fear vomiting get stuck on your outfit. Because the people right now who are fear vomiting, it's their pain bodies. They are just scared. They just need someone to hear them out. They don't know what to do right now. And it is so difficult for them to see other people not experiencing the same pain as they do, because this fear and this pain makes them feel so alone. And loneliness is really one of the greatest killers too. So this is why we get to remind those people, you are supported, you are loved, you are a child of the cosmos. And it's so important for us to, again, from total fear and angst, at least just come to your breath, come to your body. You know, right before this, I was exercising, you know, like, just me getting into my body and not thinking about it prepares me then to be able to go dance and be in the state of energetic release. So this is my calling, my invitation. If you're experiencing chills right now, if you're experiencing resonance right now, if you're experiencing something right now deeper within you, telling you, yes, this is talking to me, I'm calling you to rise up. I'm calling you to show up as the sun worker that you incarnated to be. I'm calling you to stop sitting on the sidelines. Yes, we needed to self-soothe ourselves. Yes, it's been overwhelming and we've lost a bit of our grounding. And yes, we will find our way back, and we will find our way stronger than we ever have before. We get to be the people who lead in this new paradigm. We get to be the people who other people look at and say, I wish I could have that type of positivity and energy, and then we pull them right up with us so they see that it's not a wish, but it's a possibility for every single one of us. This is why you chose this lifetime. It's not a coincidence. This shit doesn't happen every day, y'all. This is why we chose this lifetime. This is why we've all chosen to show up. This is why we've all done the work that we have done up to this moment, because it has been our unique schooling and our unique preparation to get us where we need to go. So there's no accident. There's no reason why you've been learning what you've been learning. Pay attention to it, you know? What have been the recent realizations you've been doing, the books you've been reading, the trainings you've been doing? That's your preparation, and that's how you signed up for this lifetime to serve. So now it's time to start serving. We need you, sun workers. Let's get out there. So we're gonna dance right now, but this is gonna just be a dance of release. So, you know, on Sunday I played this song Tribe Called Red by Tribe Called Red, Electric Powwow Drum and Bread and Cheese, super good songs. And one of the people, maybe she's listening right now, she was actually of the tribe. It's a Canadian tribe. They're called the Black Bear. And she shared with me the actual singers who sung on that song called Black Bear, and they're so beautiful. So they're Native Canadian tribe called Black Bear, and you can find them on Spotify, anywhere you listen to music. And this is a practice that has been life-changing for me called shaking, shamanic shaking. So with shamanic shaking, there's no rules. It's not twerking, there's no way to do it right or wrong. All we do is we just shake and we release the stagnant energy that we've been holding onto in our bodies. Because our bodies are actually our vessels for all emotions. Anything that we feel gets stored into our body somatically. This is why it's the mind-body connection. So all of the pent-up anxiety and fear and trauma, etc., that we have been holding onto and thinking about has been stored on us. Now, if you're feeling it in your shoulders, you are feeling the collective weight of the world. I actually have an entire chart I made called the Emotional Pain Body Chart. I'll put it in my link in bio right after this, free download, for you to see different parts of your body and what kind of trauma that means. So if you're feeling it in your shoulders, that means you're holding on to the weight of the world. Do you feel like you're the person that needs to save everyone? So that's totally me. I'm like in my dreams trying to heal people and remove things from them, and like that's just who I am. And that can also feel like a lot of weight for me. Are you feeling it in your hips, your lower back? That's like the nurturing pain, the mother pain, just the deep grief. Lungs too is just sadness and grief. So, you know, collectively what's happening with coronavirus is just the deep sadness that we have not been able to face that's storing up, and we're essentially trying to cough it out and release this just deep grief that has existed in our pain bodies for a very, very long time. And there are many books about this, guys. You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hayes is a huge one that talks, it's a whole book on emotional pain body. So if you're feeling it in your knees, maybe you're feeling a lack of stability in your life right now. So if you're feeling some knee pain, some ankle pain, that's like you don't really feel like you have your grounding right now. If you're feeling arm pain, it's an inability right now of feeling like you can't move forward. So maybe you're feeling your elbows or just your hands, your wrists, etc. Neck is also feeling the weight of the world and just like the tension, and it cripples onto us and it prevents us from being loose and fluid. So what we do with shamanic shaking, this is a practice I learned with my shamanic teacher, Malika, when I was 23 years old, and changed my life. But you just shake it off. And if you look at any animal in the world, after they are being chased by a lion or they get into a fight or whatever it is, they shake. They shake and they release. And then suddenly their nervous system resets and they're good again. So if you look at zebras, etc., after they've like literally been chased by, you know, a lion, they shake and then they're like, oh, I'm good, I continue. But as humans, we don't shake. We have been taught in our society that shaking is primal. Shaking is barbaric. Let's use that word, barbaric. Which is exactly what the colonialists called all tribal, all primal, all indigenous cultures. They said this is backwards, right? So we have become so uptight. Let me use my metal fork and knife to eat instead of having connection with my food. Let me use a chair to sit on. Like I'm sitting in a chair right now to talk to you, but I don't sit in chairs. I eat on the floor. I stand up when I'm writing my books. I try to not sit, and if I do sit on a chair, I sit like this. So it's super important for us to notice the domestication that is inside of us, the domestication that says we are supposed to look a certain way or follow someone's dance moves or sit in a certain way, behave a certain way. No, shaking is about releasing all of that. It's about being free. It's about being released of tension and trauma in your body and not having any move. Like even when we're shaking, I'll play the song. I don't even want you to look at me. You know, it's not about how I'm doing it. It's not about how anyone's doing it. It's about what wants to come through you. So maybe at first you're going to have to use your mind because you're not used to it. Maybe at first you're going to be like, okay, let me move my shoulders. Let me move my hands. Let me move my feet. But from that place, what you're going to notice maybe after a minute or so is your body is naturally going to want to shake itself. And that's when you know you're in the flow. That's when you're actually healing the trauma that's stored into your body, which we all deeply need right now. Because not only are we feeling it within ourselves, but we're feeling it for the collective pain body, especially my empaths out there. Anyone? So it's super important for us to just release that so we can hold on to what is ours and not what is everyone else's. And also remember that we are a channel for energy. We are a channel for emotion. So just because you feel sad doesn't mean you're stuck there. You can let that come in and let it come through. And that's what the shaking does. Oh, sadness is coming up. Maybe tears are coming up. Maybe screaming is coming up. Maybe deep anger, resentment, whatever, everything might show up for you right now. And allow yourself to keep shaking it through. Don't stay in it. Don't get stuck in it. Don't say, oh my God, I'm crying, I need to stop. Oh my God, I feel like punching something, I need to stop. No, that's when you're getting somewhere. That is when you keep going. So I invite you as we begin shaking to notice where does my body want to shake? Let your body move you, not you move your body. Become a complete vessel for the wisdom that wants to move through you, because your body's going to want to move things that maybe you've never moved before. You know, maybe you want to do like this for a really long time. Maybe it's this. Maybe you're just flailing your arms. I don't know. You don't know. It's not about knowing. It's not about understanding. It's not about then looking it up into a book either. Catch yourself. What does this mean? I need to decipher everything. You're never going to figure it out. We're never going to figure it out. We're all holding on to tension and trauma from ancestors, past lives, collective fear, so many things. We're never going to be able to be like, oh, that shoulder must have been my divorce and that butt thing must have been this. No, we're never going to be able to label it. It's such of the domestication realm to want to label things. Trust me, I was like super A student, went to Boston University, wanted to be an international human rights lawyer. Like, I'm good at the brain game. And I realized that it kept me in a cage. So don't try to figure it out. Don't try to be analyzing yourself while you're doing it. Don't try to be your own Dr. Phil. Just shake. That's it. Just shake. So I invite you right now to place this phone on your table, put a water bottle behind it, put on a bookshelf, whatever it is. Notice your desire right now to sit and watch me. I see you. We're not sitting and watching. We're not going to be spectators of our lives anymore. We're going to be the lead, okay? Is everyone standing up? And as you stand up, I just invite you to place a hand on your heart, a hand on your belly or your womb. And just notice how you feel at this moment. Gently bend your legs. Notice if you're up like this, just bend your legs a little. When our knees are bent, we're able to receive energy from the earth. Just bend your legs, maybe just bounce a little. And notice how you feel. Notice the thoughts. Notice how you're breathing. Notice your desire to look at your phone again, maybe, or to see if anyone's watching you, or to see what time it is, or to see what you're supposed to be doing next. Notice the domestication right now, even in this moment. And tell yourself, hey, ego, I'm good right now. I am safe. I am protected. I am whole. I am healing. I have nothing to worry about. Right now, I'm going to let my body talk. And just notice the energy in your body now. Feeling your feet firm, grounded into the earth. Imagining your feet like roots of a tree, moving deeper and deeper into the earth. Notice your feeling of grounding, of stability, of support. Feeling yourself like that stable trunk of a tree, firmly planted, connected, powerful, full of life. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Another deep breath in, an audible sigh out. Let's hear it. Deep breath in, an audible sigh out. Allow yourself to make sounds. The domestication makes it feel like we're not supposed to make a sound, we're supposed to be silent. Notice that. Make whatever sound wants to come through right now. Whatever that ugly sound is that you've been holding on to the past week, the past month, the past year, the past lifetime, let's hear it. Notice if tears want to come forth. Notice if you're afraid of making the sounds right now. Judging yourself, let it out. You will feel so much better right now if you give yourself the permission to let it out. Keep releasing. I feel like I'm floating right now. If you haven't released yet, this is your chance. Do it now. And if you have, just notice how you feel. The feeling of emptiness, of space that you just created in your body. All of the tension and all of the emotions that you just released. All of the energy that you've just transmuted. I want you to feel that. Yeah, we're feeling tingling, we're feeling space, we're feeling like we're floating, we're feeling just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I was holding on to that this whole time. So now I invite you to just start to move your body, your neck, your arms, your shoulders, wherever it is you're holding on to tension. Because with shaking, we do want to be careful with not pulling anything. So if there's anything right now that needs to move in your body, doesn't have to be a yoga pose, just some fluid, dynamic movements, whatever's naturally wanting to come through. I know a lot of you guys have neck, so feel the neck, the wrist. Just let your body loosen and let it soften. Let's shake our legs, our arms, our chest. This is just preparing our bodies for the shake. This is a really good sound you can make. So when you make that sound, you're releasing energy. That's why you'll see a lot of people in ceremony making that sound. We're releasing collective energy. If you're cracking, that's a good sign. It means those are just the cobwebs that you get to right now open up. Every single day, every single night when you sleep, your body creates cobwebs. So every single day, it's our opportunity to open them up. So do whatever you feel to open your body up. And we're going to begin with our shaking practice. Okay. Come back into your breath. Keep breathing. Shake whatever you've been holding on to. Don't hold anything back. Heal. Heal. May all beings heal now. May we heal the collective. May we heal Gaia, our Mother Earth. May we heal all seen and unseen beings. May we heal and restore the natural order of this planet. May we heal our connection with each other. May we heal our connections with ourselves. May we heal our connection to the suns and the waters. May we heal our connection to the stars and the mountains. May we heal ourselves as we heal the earth. May we heal the path that we walk on so we can bring more joy, more love, more light into the world. May we remember, walking forward, why we incarnated here on this planet. May we remember our sacred mission. May we remember our Dharma. May we remember why we signed up to be here at this time and place. May we remember our true home. To the stars above and to the earth below. To the waters and the mountains, the oceans and the rivers. May we come into balance with all elements, within and without. May we walk on this planet more gently. May we commune with each other more kindly. And may we remember our sacred mission, our unique manifestation of love in human form, so we can share it brightly, freely, and truly with all other beings. And so it is. Share with me what showed up for you. I want to see where our energy is at. Because I'm receiving messages that the people who are watching this right now are major parts of the shift, like big parts. And I think that this was an actual activation because that prayer right there, I've never said that in my life before like that. And it was just channeled through me at this moment for a reason. And it felt like a very past life thing that was coming forth of just gathering again with our tribe of the sun. So we've got tears rolling down some people's faces. We have people remembering their mission. Big release, crying at the end, big shift. You felt that. Chills. Letting go of collective tension. Yes. Tears, vibration of joy, truth, deep rooting. Yes. A lot of energy. Energy flowing through your body. Yes. So whatever showed up for you right now is it's your sacred homework to look at right now. If there are tears, there was probably a big release. Again, we don't need to figure out what it was, but that was a big release that you were just holding on to this whole time. So congratulations on letting it go. If you're feeling energized, there's something you're supposed to do with your energy right now. So I want you to pay attention to the nudges that come through you after this moment, like that thing that you feel like you really need to go do right now. I want you to pay attention to that because the universe is guiding you there right now. If you're being called to rest, it's time for you to rest. If you're being called to share, it's time for you to share. Right now, we just restored and rebalanced our energy centers, which is so powerful. And take this energy, this life force that has been created for you right now, and do whatever it is that you were guided to do at this moment. Yes. I love you were clapping when I said that. Yes. Felt tension from womb release, trauma from childbirth, feeling safer. Yes. So the song that we were shaking to is called Bread and Cheese by A Tribe Called Red. And the song that we did before that is called Pisinatisiwin. I'll write it out. I will post this live on my IGTV, and I will have both names, but it's by Black Bear. So Black Bear are the singers that were on both songs. The second song is by Tribe Called Red, and the other song is by Black Bear. If you just go on Spotify, it's their first song that's on there. It was actually a live recording too. So this practice is available for us at all times. You can play this live again. I'm going live every single day. I'm wondering for you guys, do you prefer when I do these lives by myself and I'm just channeling the message and teaching something, or do you prefer the lives where I'm dancing with someone? Because I want to know how can I best serve you, and what do you guys like to see more? Someone asked, what did I release? Oof. I went, it's been a dance for me, times of feeling like total good, and then also times of fear too. So for example, yesterday, upon hearing news of some close people having the virus, it sent me into that fear place. But then I remembered that we've always been able to overcome viruses. It's all about our immunity, which comes from within. So there's really nothing to be afraid of. And actually what this is teaching a lot of people is to take better care of their body and to notice how important it is for their health. I also had to be okay that I can't fix everyone. I can't heal and save every person. I can give them the tools, but if they don't want to do it themselves, there's nothing I can do. So I had to realize that all I can do is shine my biggest light and share with the people that want to share, but I can't change anyone else's relationship with their health and their body. If someone doesn't want to be healthy, there's as much as I can try, I can't change that perspective if they're unwilling to change. So I had to let go of that part of myself that really wanted to be the superwoman and the savior, and see that this is just how life is. It's really, each consciousness can awaken in their own time, and we can't force someone to awaken that wants to stay asleep. So thank you. Okay, so a lot of you guys are saying you prefer these alone ones. Yeah, they're very different. Yeah. Okay. Incredible. Well, thank you all so much for being on this mission, on this journey with me. It is so important for us, remember, to tune into our bodies, take care of our bodies, and remember that you're not always going to feel like you want to dance. You're not always going to want to feel like you have the energy. So sometimes it just takes the tension, the stress being released from your body through shaking, and then that creates the energy. And then with that energy, you can transmute it into dance and into love and into everything else that you're here to create. So I just want you to remember that we have to put in that work and that effort. It's like working out. No one wants to start with burpees. We start by stretching, and then you warm up, and then by the end of it, while you're doing your burpees, you want to do more and more and more. And it's the same thing with everything in life. Our ego wants to stay exactly where it is, but we have to essentially trick our ego by getting into our bodies, putting our egos at the door so we can move and get into our bodies again, and that will naturally bring us back into our energetic, high vibe selves that we truly are underneath it all. The fear is not you. And I really want you to know this, because when the fear really hit me last week, I had a fear spiral because friends were sending me all these articles, and a lot of them are predictions that are just genuinely not accurate. But I was like, this doesn't feel like me. I'm not someone that feels like this. What is this? And I had to remember that fear is not yours. It's a collective expression, right? You don't have the fear. You're borrowing the fear. It's the fear. It is a collective, right? It's like, let's just call it like a pool. Right? So right now, we're all tapping into this pool, but you can get out of the pool and you're still you. But when we're swimming in the pool, we have no separation between us and the pool. So we think we are the pool, and we think that we are the fear, and we think the fear is part of us, but it's not. You have the choice at any moment to get out of the pool. So we have to remember this. Are we swimming in the pool of fear? Are we going deep under? Are we suffocating ourselves with it? Or are we going to say, no, this isn't the pool I want to swim in. This ain't the pool party I signed up for, and get out and move towards waters that serve us. Get out of the chlorine. The chlorine is the media. The chlorine is all of the panic and the phobias that they're putting upon us. Again, I've shared this on my story, but the media gets paid the more that you click on things. So if they keep sharing that the world is ending and there's no more toilet paper and whatever else it is, guess what? You're gonna share that, and then that's gonna create that as more of a reality, because then everyone else is gonna go to the store and buy all the things and get all the toilet paper, and it creates that reality. So we get to get out of the pool, dry ourselves off, remember who the fuck we are, remember why we came here, shake that shit off, and get back into our high vibe selves, because underneath it all, who we are is bliss. We are Ananda, bliss. That is who you are. That is your truth. That is your essence. So don't hold on to other people's stories and other people's fears and stay in that collective pain body. Shake that shit off. Okay. I love you guys, so grateful for you. I will upload this on my IGTV, and I'm so grateful for all of you Sud workers for being here on the mission. If you haven't heard my podcast yet, Highest Self Podcast, I just released another solo cast. I did a transmission on what's happening. So listen to the podcast, share with your friends, share this. Let's bring the medicine out into the world, because remember, this is why we're here. Thank you so much. Aho.